Baseball season is back, and now we have a pitch count, and that's going to affect pitchers and batters. Let's get it. What's going on? This is Coach Marcus for Pro Fan Talk. I watched opening day yesterday, and the pitch count or the pitch clock delivered. Most of the games ended like a half hour, 40 minutes faster than normal. So the pitch clock is doing what it was meant to do. However, it looks like there's going to be a couple of wrinkles in this new system based on what happens in certain situations. If it's a pitch count, you've got some other situations that are byproducts of this pitch clock. Now, the one thing that's interesting is baseball, more than any other sport, baseball houses creatures of habit. So all of these pitchers and batters, they all got their little idiosyncrasies, their little routines that they do before every game, before every at-bat, before every pitch, before they walk on the field, all of that kind of stuff. We used to laugh at it back in the day or think it was just weird or quirky or that was their thing. Not so much anymore, because now anything that's going to eat up some time is going to have a cost to it. You look at somebody like Nomar Garciaparra, right? Hall of Famer. But he used to do that thing with his gloves, and he used to do with his gloves, look down, tip his hat, get his feet ready. He used to do all of that stuff every at-bat, before almost every swing. You can't do that no more now. Some of these pitchers would rock and, spit twice and all kind of crazy mess. All these little routines and things that they used to do before, you can't do them now, because now you on the clock. You got to go. And just like Aaron Nola pitched a pretty good game up until the fifth inning. Then it all went to crap. But you look at the rhythm that you have to have now that you got that pitch clock. That's a different beast right there. And these players have to get used to it. They have to get used to it. And it's going to take you're going to see some different stuff at the beginning of this year. It's going to take them time to where it's going to take some time before they get acclimated to it. Because essentially what you're doing is, think of it like if you're in the gym, your normal workout takes 45 minutes. You're in the gym for 45 minutes. You get there, you warm up for 15 minutes, you stretch for 5 minutes. That gives you 25 minutes to do what you got to do on the weights. So now, just imagine you got your same routine, you do the same workouts. Now you only got 30. So you still want to fit all of those exercises in that same 30 minutes. So you got to eliminate some of the fluff. So now, instead of, a leisurely jog or leisurely walk, 15 minutes on the treadmill, now you got to get it done in 7. Now, instead of taking 10 minutes to stretch, now you ain't got 10 minutes to stretch. Now you got to get moving, because now you on the clock. That's what these pitchers and batters got to deal with now. That was a advantage for pitchers if they took a certain amount of time and you got that batter sitting in the box just waiting. And then you would see sometimes the batter would step out of the box and it would disrupt his rhythm. That was the point. You saw yesterday in the Phillies game, Kyle Schwarber was up to bat, and whatever situation that happened, they had to figure it out. They had to call upstairs. They look like NFL umps. We got to call the booth. So the behind the plate umpire is talking to somebody with the headset on, and it took about 5 minutes. And he finally came out and said everything is good. They don't lose a pitch or whatever. Get back in the box. And Kyle Schwarber's whole momentum, his whole rhythm was disrupted. So when he gets back in the batter box, first pitch comes in, swings at a high fast one, way out of the zone, and he just walks out shaking his head because his whole routine had been messed up. That's going to happen a lot. And the teams and the players that get used to it quicker are the ones that are going to have the early success in this season. So it is going to be very interesting to watch to see how the batters and how the pitchers adjust to this clock. You are always on the clock. Most stadiums now, they got the clock behind the plate, so some way, shape, or form you can see it. So in the back of your mind, that clock is ticking and you can go. And anybody knows, whether you play sports, you in the office, regardless of what you're doing, it is a very different experience when you do what you do at your pace. The minute somebody comes from the outside and says, I need you to hurry up, you got to get this done in 5 minutes. Now everything gets messed up because you can't take some of the time that you normally take to get it exactly how you want it. You're on the clock. You got to get it done as best you can get it done. So the pitch clock is probably going to be the biggest X factor for this baseball season. Everybody's on the same page though. So the team that gets acclimated to it first is going to be the team that jumps out ahead.